Hello. Good afternoon, guys. I was just waiting for a couple of more students to join in. But anyways, we are past the time, so let's start. If you guys can hear me, if it's very clear, can you guys give a yes or no on the chat session, or at least a thumbs up on the chat session? Okay, I see chat is disabled for now. All right. So yeah, so Verzeo is very happy to onboard you all for our various courses that you guys have taken, and really happy that you guys have made up till here. And let's continue the same motivation until you finish off your project and you getting your certificate. So this very first session is to give you a basic idea of how your 2 month duration will go on and what are you going to do, how do you access your notes or recordings, or how do you come on to your classes, how do you go submit your projects, and everything I would be answering here. I have a couple of PPTs to do, so allow me for at least 10-15 minutes. I'll complete the PPT. Those who have queries can still come up on a chat session, and then the chat session will be enabled a little later once I'm done with the PPTs, and then you can start raising your questions in case if you have any. Most of it would be done here, but in case any of the doubts, you can still raise up there. Moving on, in these instructions for the session, you can also still carry it on for your further classes as well. So this is a very common session that we have arranged for all the students. It's not a very course specific. Everyone who is here is from a different background. So all further classes, any classes that you have, let's say a project assistance class, or probably like any doubt sessions that we arrange, is everything is going to be on the Zoom application. And then please note down all your queries and post it on your chat box, as I've said, once I'm done with the PPT. And do make a note of few important here and there. I would be telling you that this email ID is important and that is important. So make sure that you make a note of all those email IDs, at least click a picture. That would be easier for all of you. And overview of the session is basically to give you an idea of what's the process or how your timeline of the internship will go on. I'll also tell you what are your do's and don'ts. I'll also tell you how to familiarize with your LMS. LMS is nothing. Do not worry that it's not a very scientific word. LMS is nothing but your learning management system. So I'll tell you how to access that as well. And lastly, I would talk about projects, notes, and attendance policy, and how to contact us in case if you are stuck somewhere in your internship, any sort of queries, we are most welcome to answer them. So tentative timeline of the internship. So I think mostly the timeline would be somewhere in between week 1 to week 12. So what would you do on your each week? So your week 1 to week 5, all your training sessions will be held according to the agenda that the team has already sent. In case if you did not receive it, don't worry. The team is still working on it. For few of the people who didn't receive, you're yet to receive it. So calm down, you're going to receive it. So all the classes will be held according to the agenda, which date, what time, is everything mentioned on the agenda. And week 6 to week 8, your minor and major project will be assigned, as well as your simultaneously whatever the concepts or the topics that are left on your agenda will still be continuing. And my minor and major project will also be assigned with along with them. And week 9 to week 10, you would be working on your project submission, and we will be working on your evaluation as well. And week level, once all of your submissions are done, evaluated, we push off all of your certificates who has done up to their mark. Little minor issues are still okay, but if there's any major concerns, we'll let you know in case if you have to rework on the project or something of the sort. Live classes. So as I've told you, all the live classes, even this live class is also held on the Zoom itself. So all the classes will be held on the Zoom application. Please make sure once you are on to your actual core classes, make sure that you download your Zoom application on your device and create an account with your registered email ID. Class emails will be sent like 12 to 24 hours before the session, mostly 24 hours. You should receive it in 24 hours. but still, if there's any delay, we'll let you know. And the classes will be held on as per the agenda, as I've told you, which will be shared with you from onboarding@verzeo.com. If you guys haven't received, or if you guys did not check your email, check with this email ID called as onboarding@verzeo.com. You'll be able to find a couple of emails from us. You must join the sessions with your registered email ID, otherwise your attendance will not be considered. So make sure this at least keep your name at least properly at the last minute, but make sure that you are with your registered email ID, otherwise the Zoom will not capture your attendance. You must join sessions. Yeah, as I've told you, you should join your sessions with the registered email ID, and make sure that your mic and camera is off until and unless a few mentors are really very interactive and they want you to come up on the camera, you can still do that. But in order to not disturb the flow of the class, make sure that you are switching off your mic and camera until and unless you are asked to raise questions. And do's and don'ts is really important. Make sure that you are doing what you're doing and make sure that you're not doing what you have to not do. So do's is join the sessions on time, join the class with the registered email ID, tune in your assignments and any sort of projects within your given deadline, ask doubts by raising your hand or by posting in the chat box. Make sure that you continue this and actively participate in the group project. Please do actively participate, even if we will have a record of who's doing it, who's not doing it. So it's better you give some contribution to the project, and let's not depend on one person and then you're not going to gain anything. Just give me a second. All right, so don'ts is do not have any private conversations during the class. Let's not have that. And do not turn on your mic and camera, and avoid sharing any sort of your personal information with your peers. Creating any social media group is strictly forbidden. No form of advertisement is allowed on the platform. Moving on, your LMS and live recording sessions. So this is a very important one in case if you miss one class or two class for a very genuine reasons. This is something that's going to help you on what has been covered or what you have to learn for your next class. So LMS is nothing but your learning management system. So all the sessions will be recorded. Even this session is being recorded. In case if you miss somewhere around, you can still go back and check tomorrow for the video. Hence, the same thing is going to continue for all of your other classes as well. All the recorded sessions will be available. Please log in to learn.verzeo.in. This is the website that you have to log in to see your recorded videos. In case any of you here haven't still created any account, please create one at the earliest after the session. Go take some time. It doesn't take much time, like probably 5 minutes you will be done. So yeah, so if you're not able to see any of your courses in your LMS dashboard right now, do not fret. The team is still working on it. Few might have received and few did not receive or something, or probably the course is not being seen or you're not able to figure out. Do not fret. Just calm down for a while and see what can be done. In case if you still did not receive for the next 4 or 5 days, you can still get in touch with us. We'll help you out of how to drive it. And you'll have access to these recorded videos for about 6 months from today. Not more than that. We would be removing your access post your 6 months. And attendance policy. Yes, there is an attendance policy. Students who maintain attendance above 80% will get a discount on the second course. And students who have maintained above 90% will receive a free portfolio enhancement course, which probably entails about your personality development, resume building. Additionally, we'll also refer you to our partner companies. If any opening matches your profile, then we'll get in touch with you. So make sure that you are attending, which is not about these 2 points, but you will also be beneficial about how your concepts are going and what you have to do. Moving on, your notes and assignments. So as I'm using a PPT here, your mentors will also be using some sort of other PPT. So pretty sure all of that will be shared to you. Do not worry about it. So the email ID from where your notes and assignments will be shared to you from us is event@verzeo.com. Take a picture of this in case. And guys, throughout the session, I would be telling, please, 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 uh, just give me a second. Okay, guys, I'm little sorry here. There's one mistake. The notes and everything will be sent from mentors@verzeo.com. I'll post it at the end of the group in the chat session. Do not worry, or one of my teammates would post it on the chat. It's mentors@verzeo.com. So keep checking our emails. Keep checking our emails every day before you sleep. Just check if there's any email from us. So it's mentors@verzeo.com. It's a mistake here. Really sorry about it. So any assignment given by the mentor is for practice only, and it's not needed for you to submit it, but make sure that you're working on it so that your concepts covered will be, you will have some sort of idea of what happened. And projects. So projects will be allotted, as I've told you, in your 6th and 8th week of your internship. So there are going to be 2 projects, that is minor project and major project. So minor project, you'll have a deadline of about 1 week, and the major you'll have a deadline of about 2 weeks. And minor should be completed and submitted for us to issue your course completion, and major should be completed and submitted for us to issue your internship certificate. And deadline extension will only be given in case of a very valid reason. You have to come up with all of your documents in case not well, exam or anything. Please make sure that you're coming up with your supporting documents. Then only we can have an extension for your deadline. And has a major project is a group project, you will be divided into various groups and be assigned to a Google Classroom to coordinate and complete the whole project. So this is one process where if you still want to team up with your friends, or in case if you want to do only project with certain sort of people, you can still come back to us before your, after a day a project is assigned, you can come back to us and say that, no, I want to work with these people only, then we'll still put you on the same group. But make sure that you're coming back to us very before, not like after your deadline is done and you still asking for extension. That's not how it's going to work. So make sure that you're coming before. And no social media group must be created. We'll get to know even if you create it. So there's a special platform for you to talk to your peers. It's Google Classrooms. Please go there and discuss. Moving on, your project submission and doubts. Yeah, so you have to submit your project. Projects will be emailed to you from project@verzeo.com, and there will be a very easy process. Click here to submit button in the project mail. So which you have to just click and pre-fill the Google form and all. That's a very easy process. You're not allowed to make any changes in the pre-filled details. If there's any mistake, make sure that you're reverting back so that we'll at least make the changes. All right. Upload your project file in this form. Any sort of file, any format is still fine. Until and unless if the mentor says that you have to certainly do it in this format only, then make sure that you're doing it. And otherwise, they're still open to anything. You have to submit the project file in the Google form that's there in the project email. Any project related doubts that is not related to your subjective, it has to be something related to your process of how to submit it. You can still email us to support@verzeo.com, and any technical queries you can just drop an email at mentors@verzeo.com. So there are 4 email IDs here. So projects will be emailed to you from us from project@verzeo.com. Any sort of issues regarding your pre-filled Google form or anything that you want to change, you can email us to support@verzeo.com. And also you can email us about any project related queries if you're not able to submit properly, if you're not able to connect, or if there's any issue, if you're stuck, you can still email us at support@verzeo.com. Any technical queries must be emailed to mentors@verzeo.com. Certificates. So yeah, course completion certificate will be sent to you after your minor project is evaluated, and internship completion will be sent to you once your major project is completed. So there's one idea here is that your mentors might not have any idea about the certificates. The mentor's role is only to guide you on what the topic is, how to drive you throughout the course, but not about answering very small queries about academic queries. So do not raise any of the queries with the mentors. That will just waste your time and the mentor time as well. So the certificates will be emailed to you from support@verzeo.com. And we only have mentioned the general certificates here. It's not, since you're all from different courses and program types, it's a very general type of certificates that I've posted. And lastly, how to contact us. So we are there for you to help you in case of any queries that you have. You're not well, you want to have an extension, you can still get in touch with us. You're not able to access your LMS, you can get in touch with us. You have missed some of your emails and not able to check how is it done, you can still contact us. Any sort of these issues, you can contact us to support@verzeo.com. You can just drop an email, for which our team is really working hard to reply you within 24 hours. But if there's a slight delay, we'll still get it done, but make sure that you bear with us at least for 24 hours to 48 hours. And replies will be in the form of a ticket ID. So you must reply to the same ticket for any further queries. So it will be if one query you raise, there's going to be a ticket ID. So make sure that you are following the same ticket ID. Please do not compose multiple emails, as it will be difficult for us to track. And there could be a delay of response as well. Please compose a concise email with all your doubts and then send us to. And then send it so that we'll understand what your query is. Make sure that you are writing up in English itself, not using the regional language, because our team doesn't understand all the languages. So make sure that you keep in English only. You can also still call us to 08047166567. You take a picture of this better. So we are there from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. in any of the day. We work all the 7 days are there. So only between 1 hour is our lunch break. So we don't work between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So anytime from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., you can still contact us. So when you mail us, you might receive a FAQ document where most of your queries are literally solved there. But in case if it's something out of it, still drop us an email. So Q&As, we have already answered all your queries about timings, LMS and batch formation and a lot more. We'll try to solve as many queries as possible in the chat session right now, which will be enabled within 2 minutes. We have already sent a mail detailing about your course, induction class and FAQs in a very small PDF that will be on your welcome email. So please go through it in case if you did not have. Go through it so that you'll have a better clarity. And we would like to once again appreciate your decision in training with us. Really, really happy. And I personally wish you all good luck for your internship training program. Any doubts, you can still start asking on the chat box right now, which will be enabled by my team. All right, so guys, your chat is already enabled, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so I have couple of questions from people asking about the timings for the live classes and all. So the timings and the days would be on the agenda. So if you did not receive, don't worry, you're yet to receive it. Guys, please ask any unique queries so that I'll be able to answer them, because most of them is already covered in the PPT. So daily a new link. Yes, daily a new link will be sent according to uh, it's not a new link, it's almost going to be the same link, but every day once you have a class, let's say tomorrow you have a class, you're going to get a reminder or a you're going to get an email from us asking to join the class on so and so timing with so and so link. So follow the emails. Make sure that you first go check your agenda. In case if you did not receive it, wait for a couple of days, like probably wait for 1 or 2 days, you're yet to receive it. uh, Classes, when will they start, is something that's very different for each course. So I request you to check for the agenda. Mohammed Marib, I did not really understand what the payment link that you're talking about. If you can contact us post the session, we'll probably try to help you out. The classes are held on Zoom. It's not on YouTube. It's not a YouTube platform. The classes are on Zoom. Make sure that you're downloading the Zoom application. For projects, yes, the laptop is mandatory. Any sort of a basic laptop would work, but make sure that you're having one, because in courses like machine learning and everything, I think you need to work on certain Jupyter notebooks, and also it's better you have a laptop. Dexter, can you please call us in case if you can do it today? It will be helpful for you and for us to figure out. Mostly the email might have come or probably you missed it. Can you please recheck again? Yes, now this, since it's a very induction class, which is a very generic one, it's been hosted on YouTube, but usually the classes for each course is done on the Zoom itself. Yeah, for those whose dashboard is still not updated about the course, don't worry until wait for 1 2 days. If you still did not receive within 1 2 days, then please contact us. Sorry guys, you cannot change the timings that we have arranged. These timings are arranged based upon the mentor availability, and since the most of the students are available in the evening time, we have scheduled in that manner. So it's not a really good option, or we don't have an option for you guys to change. So, apart from the recorded videos, there would be sometimes assignments will also be uploaded. Sometimes, we will also, instead of emailing and all, probably we'll also put up the notes also. Sometimes it's done the other way, and sometimes it's done on the email. So it's better you check both of them. The classes are not conducted daily. Probably you're occupied for about 3 to 4 hours in a week. Guys, any sort of laptop will work. It's not that you need to have a high-end laptops only, a basic laptop, but make sure that all your applications and everything is downloaded while the mentor is asking you to download. So if you guys have any unique questions, you still have time for us to post for the next 5 minutes. And those who do not have anything, if it is really sorted, then you can still leave the session. Yeah, there could be classes on Sunday as well, depending upon the course that you're in. Yes, there could be classes on Sunday as well. All right, guys, then I am pretty sure that all of you has at least the queries, the major queries are done. If you guys still are facing any issue about agenda, or if you're not able to see on your dashboard any of it, so make sure that you wait for a couple of days, probably 1 or 2 days. Give us some time. In case if you still don't receive it the third day or fourth day, please give us a call, drop us an email. We'll be there to help you out. The certificates will be a soft copy itself that you're going to get it on the email. So it's not a hard copy. It's the soft copy. Good day, please. All right, guys, then really happy for you to onboard all of you with us. Make sure that you are one suggestion is make sure that you are attending classes on time, coming on time, tune in your assignments and everything. Work hard for 2 months. You're going to get whole lot of skills that where you can use the skills on your career point of view. There's a lot going outside, so make a most out of it. Give a good learning for yourself and upskill. That's really going to help you out. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Have a good week. Take care. Thank you so much, guys. Those who are wishing about the Teachers' Day and all. Thanks a lot. I'm not a teacher, but yeah, anyways, thanks a lot. Uh, all right, guys. See you.